Ebro in the morning on Hot 97.
A few weeks ago when Flex went off about whack rappers and hip-hop, he included Nicki Minaj, G-Eazy, and Lil Pump, right? Some people agreed, some didn't. But now he's back.
Flex
yesterday.
was saying Nicki was a whack rapper?
Yeah.
Yes.
We talked about this on the show.
I didn't know he was saying she was whack.
Yes, you did. You're forgetting because
Yes.
you're old. We talked about this. Remember when he went after G-Eazy? Nicki was in the same thing.
Yep, he added Lil Pump and Lil Yachty. Yachty was the only one
Yeah,
who responded.
Remember?
I don't remember Nicki, but okay, fine. I'm fine with that.
Yep.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
so now he's
I
back.
don't remember. Maybe I ignored it because it's ridiculous.
Right.
I get it.
Yesterday he was on Twitter. He had time yesterday. He said a bunch of rappers stole A$AP Rocky swag. They think they're slick. Next thing you know, he's like, oh, you want names? First name, Travis Scott. Who else y'all think? So he just kept going off. And
So Flex had Travis.
yeah, Flex said Travis. But on the tweet that said a bunch of rappers stole A$AP Rocky swag, think they're slick, A$AP Rocky retweets that. He wrote Flacco fact.
Okay.
And then afterwards is when he started coming at Travis Scott.
When after Flex started going to Travis Scott.
Yeah, but
Got
Flacco
it.
just retweeted his original tweet of a bunch of rappers stole A$AP Rocky swag.
But Rocky wasn't necessarily talking about Travis.
No,
was he?
in
Or
fact,
was
he probably wasn't.
No.
As far as I know, I don't know that they've ever had any issue.
I probably was.
So the maybe I have no
Wait,
reason to
time
know
out,
that.
Cash. You say probably was.
Well, I mean,
Why?
it depends how you take it because it is true that a lot of people have not his rapping style, but his look,
his fashion.
his fashion style. Now, rapping styles Travis Scott did not.
Well, and by the
get
way,
any
no
type of
one.
rapping thing from
and by the way,
Rocky.
And by the way, and first of all, it's true. Flacco is an underrated sort of icon who has been copied a lot. But also, him and Travis should relate because no one's jacked anyone's music more than Travis been jacked. Travis been jacked
Facts.
by everyone musically. So the reason it bothered me, Ebro, is just like Flex just to like get conversation going on his Instagram is like basically trying to create a divide between two awesome, important, great artists. Like I just didn't understand the point of it. Like this whole thing of like, nah, name names. Like why? Why are you? What's the point of this? I just don't get it. For what purpose? Rocky's doing great. Travis doing great. We need to make fake beef.
I don't know.
I'm confused.
I'm not really as upset as you are.
I'm not saying I'm upset. I just don't
it's
get it. I just don't get it.
I mean, it's kind of like barbershop talk. I think what Flex ends up doing is having conversations that he has behind the scenes, and he just jumps on social media with it, and it starts going. Now, is he doing it for, what do they call doing it for clout and likes? Absolutely. Is he trolling so that people talk about it like we're doing right now? Absolutely. Right? Does Flex really sit around in his private time when he's working on cars thinking about Travis Scott and A$AP Rocky? Absolutely not.
So wait, so
But,
it's not even really
on the gram and Twitter, arguing and trolling and getting a reaction. Does he do
But that's
that
not-
probably just to see
but
where
that's
people's
not-
at with it?
That's
probably.
not. So basically, let me clean this up for you. So you're saying Flex doesn't really care about it on his home time, like it's not actually that personal to him. But in order to get a good conversation on his Instagram, he's willing to start making problems in real life within important artists in the culture to like make his gram hot. I'm sorry, I'm supposed to think that's good?
I don't know if you're supposed to think it's good. I'm not as irritated by it as you because people would say the same thing about me. People would say the same thing about you. I mean, right now on my timeline on Twitter, it's this Cardi-Nicki conversation, which I don't even know where it came from. I think it came from Nicki's fans, but I engaged in it.
Yeah, they might say that
Right?
about you.
Or when I said that, what did I say? Lil Pump will out-rap Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Yeah, I didn't say that either. They put my picture on that video. I had to go back and tell them, nah, take my picture off that. I didn't say that.
I mean, these are just conversations that I would have. Am I thinking about Lil Pump and Tekashi 6ix9ine when I'm done with the radio show? No. But when I'm on the radio show, yeah, those are hot topics. Those are what people are talking about.
See, but I just don't think. No, I don't know one person. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is there anyone in hip hop who's been saying, "Yo, A$AP Rocky and Travis Scott, they need to have a problem"?
I don't know. Maybe that was a conversation Flex was having. I don't know.
And Flex
I don't really think it's that deep.
It's definitely not that deep. But listen, you wanted to start a conversation, right? I'm starting a conversation. My conversation is, why does Flex troll things to create problems between people and also try to have this attitude of like, rappers suck, you're not New York enough, you're not this enough, you don't rap bars enough. Flex sometimes needs to look in the mirror about the things he's done with regards to hip hop over the last 10 years. He's always
So
looking
you
at someone
should
else.
tweet that right now. You should tweet that right now.
No, I don't want to.
Let's get
There's
it
no.
cracking.
I'm not trying to amuse myself on Twitter. There'll be a time to have that conversation.
Yo, stop with your high and mighty BS, son. You be getting on social media all the time having dust-ups.
Yeah, I do.
Don't get all high and mighty on social media, B. You
No.
be getting on there. You went at old school Pelly Pell dudes and had an explosion.
True. That's
over
right.
a Lil Xan photo.
That's true. No, you're not wrong.
So knock it off right now.
No, you're right. I'm not above it. I'm just
Knock
I'm
it
just
off.
waiting. It's just not time yet. But I still don't understand what Flex is doing.
Yeah.
not
No,
time.
he just beat you to a hot one. That's it. He
No,
just
I
beat
never
you
would
to
have
a
said
hot
that.
one.
I never thought anything about. Laura, had you ever thought about Travis and Rocky before?
I mean, no,
Yep,
but
she
there's
has.
there's videos of like, because I remember when the videos of Travis getting upset because people kept calling him Rocky.
There you go.
You remember those?
No.
I do.
There was a minute, yeah, where it just kept happening to him. Did I ever think it was real beef? No,
It wasn't on purpose. Like people
Yeah.
actually confused him. Like
I didn't think it
'cause-
was like real beef.
It's the hairstyle. It's the hairstyle, the long braids,
and the
plaits.
clothes.
Oh, here we go.
I mean, listen. They kind of have the same style.
Physically.
Dress style. Like
Yeah.
I'm not talking about
Clothes.
music. Music, they're absolutely different.
Yeah,
There's
they're so
nothing,
different
There's
musically.
nothing even close musically.
And by the way, I mean, when it comes from a fashion standpoint, yeah, Rocky's at the forefront. He has been for a long time. Let's be honest. A lot of people out here getting their whole swag from Rocky. But guess what? A lot of people getting their whole music style from Travis. So
Facts.
they're both dope.
Well, maybe Flex. So we don't know what Flex was talking about, whether it was music or clothes or look.
Question: do you think Flex has ever sat and popped a Travis Scott CD on ever in life?
I don't know. I have no idea.
What do you think?
Doubt
Take
it. I
a
don't
guess.
know. I would guess. I would guess nah.
Just curious.
I would guess nah, but I'd be guessing. But I'm asking what his issue is. Is it just a swag thing? Because I know swag and fashion is important to Rocky. That's very important to him.
But I just have never heard. If I have never heard Rocky complain about it, I don't know why someone else is bringing it up. That's all. That's my
But
only
maybe
thought.
Flex is more in touch than you.
Really?
Maybe Rocky
I
didn't
mean,
want to.
Lauren Cash just brought up a whole
And-
thing that we didn't even know about.
And maybe Rocky didn't want to seem like he was hating on anybody because he did agree and retweet it.
But he just retweeted that a lot of people bite him. There's not one poppin' rapper out here who wouldn't retweet and agree with the fact that other rappers bite them.
But would he ever say it before?
But
Like,
my
did he
point
ever
is
say it?
everybody would say that.
No, they wouldn't. People don't like having that energy or trouble.
You think
So-
if I went out right now, I was like, yo, so many cats jocking Joey Badass's style on the low, you think Joey wouldn't be like, yeah, word, you're right.
Yeah,
of course
but,
you would.
But would Joey come out and say, yo, there's so many people biting my style?
No.
That's what I'm exactly.
But my point is, if you could do it for Travis, you could
saying
do it
the
for
same
anybody.
thing,
Yeah, we
fam.
do it. We're saying the same thing.
All right.
Everybody
Y'all
would
just
do
wanna
that.
Y'all
Cass
just
is
Yeah, I
wanna
just like arguing. I just like trolling.
Flex
Rosenberg.
wins again.
Recently, in an attempt to stay hot in conversation, Flex does a lot of trolly things that I don't necessarily think are actually good for hip hop. They're just good for Flex. And I love Flex. He's the reason I'm in the game at all. I idolize him, and I think he's a great person. However, sometimes the way he prioritizes staying hot and being in the gram and being in the conversation, when really none of this is the music that's in Flex's heart. Flex hasn't truly loved new music since probably 2000.
Let him go. Let him go.
You saw that?
saw that. A
It's hot
master
now,
troll
son.
move.
I'm so easy though. Do I even make it? It couldn't be easier.
You just kept going. I was like, yeah.
And furthermore,
Okay, enough.